Welcome back to Betty on the Go. This is our first show of 2014. Our next guest couldn't be here because it's a very busy time of year for wedding shows. She's going to be in the Odyssey wedding show. Her name is Nellie Simon, and she owns His and Hers Wear and Bridal on Ottawa Street, 823 Ottawa Street. She is the be-all and end-all when it comes to bridal because she's had a business for 50 years on Ottawa Street in Windsor. So I'm going to take about 6.5 minutes, and you can watch her interview and learn all the latest trends. We're reporting live from 720 Ouellette at the Accelerator.
Try to come out 8 months to a year before your wedding. It's always a good time because just in case if you want to order a size or a color, that's enough time to get a dress in. There's always options of buying off the rack. Check with your sales consultant because sometimes you can save some extra money if you do buy a sample off the rack. Another tip would be when you come in, keep an open mind. Trust your sales consultant because a lot of times we think things will look good on and they actually don't, and vice versa. A lot of designers, most designers do not sell wedding gowns online. That's one thing that a lot of people are doing these days, and then what they end up doing is their dress comes in, it's not what they've thought they've purchased. I've seen a lot of brides coming in here and crying because their dresses came in and they were nothing like they thought they ordered. So beware of that. Don't purchase your dress online. Purchase it from a store. When coming into a salon to purchase your wedding gown, don't bring too many people with you because sometimes that gets to be overwhelming. Wedding gowns, and it just gets to be overwhelming for the bride. Too many opinions are thrown around, then she gets confused and she has no idea what to choose. So bring 2 or 3 people you trust and come on in and try different things on. When you are ordering your wedding gown, you should order it the size that you wore when you were ordering it. It's very easy to take a dress in, a lot easier to take it in than to let it out and make it fit later. Because sometimes we think we're going to lose weight and we don't, and then you're stuck with a size. If you order something smaller, you're stuck with a size that you can't do much with. So always order it the size you are when you get measured, and then if you do lose weight, it's easy to take these dresses in. Also, if that's something that you're planning on doing, losing the weight, try to go for a dress with a corset. Because a corset is really easy to work with. You can pull it tighter, loosen it a bit, you gain, you lose. So that's always an option. Trends for 2014. For the 2014 season, a lot of the bridal trends are either, there's 2 trends that I'm seeing out there. Lace. We see a lot of lace right now. It's incorporated into all the dresses. Thank you to Kate Middleton, who started it a few years ago. The silhouettes this season are one of 2 things. Either straight mermaid, or we have the girls that are opting out of the lace and they want something more modern, and that's when the tulle is coming into play. The traditional princess gown with the beaded bodice and the tulle bottom. So it's either lace, more romantic, old-fashioned, vintage, or modern, young, fun princess look. Another trend for 2014 for wedding gowns is straps. A lot of wedding gowns now are coming with either cap sleeves, straps, high necks that are sheer, keyhole backs with thicker straps, very neat back-looking dresses with either a see-through panel, low back, very neat and interesting. This is a perfect example of an informal wedding gown. What that means, it's a wedding gown that is used most of the time by brides that get married away on a beach or in a winery or outdoors. It's very light to pack, not heavy at all, very flowy, perfect for an outdoor wedding. And again, I would like to stress that again, that when you come in shopping for your wedding gown, keep an open mind as to trying different styles and different things. And then a lot of brides do ask me when they first come into our store, they ask me and they say, how do I know it's the right dress? There's a lot of beautiful dresses. How am I going to be able to choose? And I tell them, your heart will tell you when you put the right dress on. I see it many, many times with brides. Once that right dress goes on them, you could see them glow. You could see their eyes. You feel it inside when you put the right dress on, and you know it. No one has to tell you. Your gut tells you. Your heart tells you this is your wedding gown. Along with the wedding gowns, we talked about how lace was really in with the wedding gowns. Bridesmaid dresses too are kind of going that way too. There's a lot of lace that's being incorporated in the bridesmaids dresses. A lot of the blush color, which goes with the vintage look. A lot of brides are going with shorter dresses this year as opposed to long. Lace dresses come in over 55 colors, so you could choose the color that you want for your wedding party. And also, a lot of brides nowadays are doing different dresses, same color. So you would stay with the same designer to get the same color, but with different dresses to accommodate different body types and sizes in your wedding. We will be at the Wedding Odyssey this weekend on Saturday, January 11th and Sunday, January 12th. Come visit our booth to view many of our fashions. There will be 2 fashion shows during both days, 12:30 and 3 o'clock. Come on by and take a look, and you're going to see a lot of beautiful gowns and dresses by many stores, and you will see all the new trends for the 2014 spring season.
Oh, we don't have. Oh, can we mic Ashley? Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed all the tips and tricks from His and Hers Wear and Bridal. If you want to look up their website, it's www.hisandhersbridal.com. There are all kinds of different things happening in the new year.
Absolutely.
And of course, the bridal show is going to be happening, the Odyssey show.
Next weekend.
I heard
it's
this
really
weekend,
good.
exactly.
It's this weekend or next weekend?
It's this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, January 11th and the 12th.
Oh.
And that's going to be at Chichero.
Okay.
Caboto.
The Caboto.
Caboto.
And I thought that there was one next week, too.
And there's another one next week, too. And she's in that one, so she's really, really, really busy with all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I've been in her store.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. They're very helpful. They're very kind. They're not pushers. They're awesome in there.
Exactly. And guess who else is going to be at the Odyssey show is Steve Pomperlow. If you're looking for a really great photographer who knows exactly what you want for your wedding, he's really, really spectacular, and he's local. And Ashley and I are going to both be at the
car
auto
show, yeah, in Detroit. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait.
And that's going to be Monday, Tuesday. So
Yes.
we're going to have all kinds of news about all the kinds of different new cars. And
I heard that there's the new, I think it's the Camaro. They're going to be charging something like $80,000 for the new Camaro.
that's it. That's a steal.
It's pretty crazy. Like $80,000 is a huge hike from the $40,000 that it was. So I wonder what kind of cool stuff is in it.
Yeah, that'll be. And you know what I really love are the concept cars.
It includes the handsome guy.
It includes a handsome guy. Yeah, they've got to be mighty handsome for $80,000, right?
Yeah. and no offense, but sometimes ego comes with that. I don't know. I'd rather have.
I'd rather have personality and humor than good looks.
Yeah.
Although
have
my
a smart
boyfriend.
car. Yeah, it's a whole package.
Are we talking about cars with the ego or men? I'm confused.
Well, the men who drive the cars, right?
Yeah.
So I guess that's what matters. And also, my next guest is going to be Sasha Militek. And what we're going to be discussing is different home trends and how to sell your house and what sells and doesn't. Because, Windsor, we've been going through a little bit of a hurdle, ups and downs, and what properties are really good to invest in, what are not, what colors that you should be painting your house in if you want to sell it. That's right. Keep it neutral.
Every year.
And landscaping and different things that people are looking for. So that'll be actually really interesting. And tips and tricks on how to sell your house. I'm also going to talk about the high cost of cancer.
Okay.
Because a lot of times when we're talking, you don't realize all of a sudden, you're really healthy, and then you go for an exam unexpectedly,
Yes.
and this hits you, the family. Sometimes you don't have insurance,
Absolutely, right there. Absolutely. So
it's touched you.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, it's touched everyone. Cancer has touched everyone. So in one way or another, whether it's a relative, a family, or a friend, or someone themselves. So
That's right, because you never know. It can happen to you at any time. And a lot of people don't understand, like, why are we fundraising all the time?
absolutely, absolutely. It's. I do a lot of fundraising for cancer as well. I do the dragon boat races and the walks and all of that stuff. So
I mean, there's so many things too that are not covered. They're unexpected. Then all of a sudden, your job doesn't pay benefits for that long, right? So it can be pretty crazy.
absolutely, absolutely.
And on another note, Eastside Yoga, we're going to be doing children's yoga that's starting January 15th, so you can go into their website, eastsideyoga.com, and we're also going to be doing beginners yoga. Erica Reed is going to be teaching the children's yoga. It's a great time for kids to explore a little bit of exercise and
children,
spirituality.
how old is that?
It can go like 5 to 13.
5 to 13. That's
Yeah.
pretty good. That's
It
a good
is.
age range.
And it actually helps to keep them focused. It's a great time because it's at Tuesday nights, I think for 4 weeks the workshop, and it's 4:15 until 5 o'clock, so it's not that long. It's right after school, and then they can kind of go home and be relaxed and have a nice dinner.
Nice and beneficial as well, because they could learn how to meditate when they're in there, and then when
Yes.
they're older, life could be so much easier, because I find when I'm stressed out, I need to meditate. So
Well, and then what
helpful.
happens is families, we're all exercising, we're all doing different things. Why not go together and do yoga? I bring my daughter to yoga. It's not children's yoga, but she does actually very well. And tomorrow I'm going to be doing something a little bit crazy. I'm getting Botox.
Oh, what? Really? Where? On your face?
Yeah. And,
Are you going to be able to move your eyebrows?
what? Well, you'll be able to see.
Can you move them right now? Okay. Now I'm going to ask you to move them when I see you next
That's
time.
right. I'll do a close-up and I'll go, oh my gosh, you look so relaxed.
What's driving you to do Botox?
Well, I thought, because there's a lot of controversy around it, and there's so many people who are offering it. So this one doctor, Dr. Markovic, she's been doing it for quite a long time, and she's very experienced in it. There's a lot of people who are not that experienced, nurse practitioners. They only do it once or twice. But she was also telling me there are different areas in your face, so it's not just jabbing little needles into certain parts.
Being a
and
pincushion.
everybody has a different face, a different anatomy, so you really have to know that. And so I thought, yeah, we'd show it and see what the effects are.
Are you nervous?
Am I nervous?
Yeah.
Not really.
No?
No.
I heard it stings.
You know what she said? It really doesn't, because it's superficial.
Okay.
It doesn't go really deep into a muscle or anything.
Okay, well, let me know how it goes. Maybe I'll go get some Botox in a couple of years when I turn 30.
I know.
Just saying.
I know all the yoga people are going. But you know, a lot of people do have Botox and they don't talk about it. And those little things are very subtle things that you can do. And Botox is not just used for your facial muscles. Sometimes it's for sweating. It was actually, they use it for people with epilepsy. And she was also telling me, she'll tell you about this later too in the interview, it was an ophthalmologist who detected this. He was doing eye surgery, and then he was injecting Botox and realized, wow, that does something for crow's feet.
Wow.
And so it was just, they stumbled upon it,
Do I
right?
have crow's feet?
Oh, yeah. I'll be just smiling a lot more
I know I
after
have
that.
a little line right here. It's called the laugh line, though, so it just means I'm happy.
Yeah.
I hope.
And another thing, too, with bridal wear, it's not just bridal wear, because we have a lot of great events coming up in Windsor. There is going to be Chinese New Year, which is really huge, and everybody kind of gets dressed up. St. Clair Center for the Arts is going to be having a land and sea great big event where it's going to be lobster and steak and all kinds of yummy food.
Yum.
Are you going? Oh, nice, because that's January 18th. Yeah, so that'll be really fun.
Well, I'm
So
from Newfoundland. I like lobster.
yeah, so you will definitely need to go to his and hers Wear and Bridal to get a beautiful dress.
Yes. Yes.
And what do you have to say about the new year? What's happening with you?
Oh, so much. We're going to start talking more about sports on my show and stuff like that. We've been doing a lot of basketball games. You've been to the basketball games
I know,
too,
they're
though.
terrific.
They're
and they're
awesome,
actually giving
aren't they?
away free tickets to kids. I mean, how much better does that
at the
get?
home game. So a lot of that's going on. Other than that, the car show, I like to live life as day goes on. Like, I don't like to get prepared for things. As you can tell if you watch my show, I'm never prepared. It's always like a last minute thing. But this year I've made an effort. I'm going to make an effort to be more prepared. So that's what's going on with my new year. I'm going to start gym shopping. So I'm going to be going to different gyms. And then I'm
Go
going
to yoga.
Well, I love yoga, but I like lifting weights too. I like all of that. So I just recently quit my gym. For reasons I'm not going to get into it, but I'm going to start looking at other gyms. I'm going to try it out for a week and then give a little report on it, then go to another gym and then give another report on it. So hopefully I don't have mad gym owners out there. It's all good.
And another thing that I really want to ponder is the black mold around Russell Woods.
Oh.
Have you heard about that?
Yes.
Okay, you're not the only one, because a lot of people who live there say, hey, Hiram Walker power washes twice a year. What's the big deal? But when I go by on EC Row, I see all these really pretty black trees.
Yeah.
And all this nice black mold.
You're
all
breathing
over the
it
buildings.
in, like.
Exactly. So if it goes onto the buildings, and then you think for power washing, what does that do to your house? To your windows, to your paint, to your soil, all that kind of stuff, right? So I'd like to find out, is there a little bit more dermatitis, skin conditions, maybe asthma, maybe cancer? It'd be pretty interesting to investigate. Nobody seems to have opened that up, so we're going to be doing that.
That's interesting. They have a lot of black mold in Amherstburg as well because of the Seagram's plant. And a lot of Amherstburg people, like, the houses aren't that big. Like, Russell Woods is a very beautiful area, and the houses in Amherstburg on Elma or St. Arnold Street and stuff like that, they're little, like, shacks, and those people really care about the black mold. So I'm a little surprised to hear that the people of Russell Woods don't really care about
nobody seems to care. It's like, well, we've got a power wash, so hooray.
Oh, great, a power wash.
Yeah, I guess we're so busy in our lives we don't really have that much time to think about it, but I often...
The air we're breathing in, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Exactly. I don't think any kind of mold is good,
No. Yeah, definitely not good.
Yeah. So don't forget to look at hisandhersbridal.com and hit the wedding show at the Kubota Club, the Odyssey show, and you can see Nellie Simon and she'll have a great fashion show, and you can look at all of her stuff. And don't forget to stay tuned next week, and you can learn everything about house selling tips and tricks from Sasha Militech.
Renovations.
That's right, yeah. From someone who's really great in the industry. And he'll share like tons of tips and tricks.
I see his name everywhere, so.
Yeah. And he's actually a real estate agent who really cares.
Yeah. There aren't too many of those kicking around.
Okay. So, I look forward to seeing you at the auto show.
Yes, I will see you there. I'm excited. I just want to see the cars. I'm like, yeah, cars. Can I sit on a car? No.
I know. I've got to start researching those.
Yeah.
So until next week, have a great weekend and stay nice and warm. We've had some really cold weather. Hopefully everyone's pipes have recovered. And I'm Betty Gudel. This is Ashley Nicole. We'll see you next week.
Okay, my turn.
Betty's